It's rainy where I am right now, so kind of a droopy, kind of a low day for me. But that does not mean I cannot record for you guys today. It's been a while since I've actually been able to record, so I'm here again, back in the studio, because it's a lonely day here in the studio, because I'm all by myself. But we're still gonna have a good time here today. So today, on today's list, we have how to be a good COD player, some tips on, how not to be a bad YouTuber, like, specifically sub4sub, like for like, that's kind of stuff, and some updates, that's going on with me and the channel and whatnot, and, yeah. So we're gonna get into some world news, starting with, the passing of the one of the most famous boxers, pretty much ever. Muhammad Ali passed recently, and it has been that is a tragic loss for the world, because he is a world-renowned athlete that people know him from other countries. They know him. It's not just us. So we've lost an icon, and it's it's very tragic. So my condolences to the Ali family. Something I found out that my mom told me a while ago is that we were actually related to him. I forget how, something about marrying one of my great-grandmothers or something like that. So that's very interesting. That's something I didn't know, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I found that out, because that's very interesting, very cool. Some people don't believe me. Some people think I'm just saying it, just because, he passed away and he's famous. No, I'm serious. I'm actually related to him. So that's cool. So we're gonna get into some other stuff today. How to be a good COD player. Call of Duty, sorry. Really any first-person shooter game, but mainly Call of Duty today, because we want to focus on that, because I've been playing that recently. So I've been playing Call of Duty Ghosts recently. Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me. I know some of you say it's a terrible game. It's so awful. I don't believe it's a bad game. I like the campaign. I like the campaign. It's not bad. It's something that actually interests me and entertained me well enough for me to keep playing the game. And there are a lot of games because I'm very particular about the games I play. I don't just play any game. I will only play certain games that I feel like that are worth my buck and are worth just playing in general. So that's also the reason why I watch YouTube videos, or even watching YouTube in general, because I want to see games. I want to see new games sometimes that hey, maybe this is worth me playing on the channel, and also it gives me ideas of games to play. If I'm stuck, I'm oh man, I don't know what to play this week for these guys. So what do I play? Because sometimes I go back to Newgrounds and I look, and there aren't really good games all the time there. So then I have to go to other sites and stuff like that to find other games. And I'm still on the search for games, just in case I get in a rut again, where I'm just playing bad games like Hex Empire. I just don't know how that got as many views as it did. That game is not really all that entertaining. I know some of you like it, but that's fine. So tips. If you're a Ghost player or something something on the lines of that, the number one rule is do not camp unless you're only doing it for a minute or two. Well, no, a minute. 1 minute. That is it. That is your limit. That is your limit for camping. Don't do it any longer than that. Keep it to a minute maximum. for staying in one place, but try not to do it at all if you can, because it's annoying and it's stupid. Because especially if you sit in one place, I mean, eventually people are obviously going to find you, and you're going to eventually be shot. If you do it again, people are still going to find you. But try to keep moving. Try to keep mobile. Some people go on the outskirts of the map. Some people like to cut like straight through, which is fine. Both those are good ideas. Going on the outskirts of the map, you catch the stragglers and stuff like that. The cowards, the ones that actually like to hide. Oh yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, that's it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's kind of weird because sticking to certain places like the outskirts and or going straight through, bad idea sometimes, because there are different types of strategies and plans that you have to go through. Not that you have to go through, but other people use, making it harder for you to execute your own plan. That's why our next tip is always have a strategy. Always have a strategy. Never go into a game without a strategy. It's okay if you go like in stuff like this is specifically retaining to ghosts, like search and destroy and search and rescue, stuff like that, where you have to get tags to recover teammates. Like, always have a strategy going in those games. Have one person be like a distraction, like, oh hey, I'm over here, hulu. One person be like a scout, always looking at. You gotta have a guy with a sniper. You always have to have like that guy who's like reinforcements or backup or something. The guy that always like tends to be last alive. Sometimes it can be random who's last alive, because I've been last alive a few times. It's not fun. I mean, there's some times where I've been like at the top of my game and I've been like, oh yeah, this is easy. And last alive, if I'm last alive, I'm like, oh man, this is bad. But I still go on and finish the game. But yeah, also don't be afraid to get into it. Don't be discouraged or anything if you like die a lot in the first few games, because you're still getting used to it. You're still getting in your flow, so don't be mad. And when other people say like, "Oh man, this kid sucks. This kid's terrible," just ignore them, because you haven't gotten into your flow yet. You still haven't figured out your rhythm yet. So I mean, what can you expect? What do you expect from somebody who? Because if I'm a basketball player, if I'm a football player, and I don't warm up at all, well, man, this sucks. I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna be rusty. I'm not gonna have good skills or anything. More particularly basketball, because I've done football, and I mean, without warming up for basketball or shooting around, not even shooting around or stretching or anything, you're gonna be pretty bad. You're gonna be pretty bad. I can already guarantee you that. You're gonna be pretty bad because of stuff like, I don't know, the fact that you might be rusty because your muscles aren't stretched out. Your body hasn't figured out, like, oh man, I need to shoot the ball this exact way, with this much strength, with this much accuracy, and that kind of stuff takes time. It takes a little bit of time. Especially now with Call of Duty, it's your brain functioning of the same things. How far should I turn? Should I do a drop shot this time? Should I not do a drop shot this time? It all comes into factoring. Like, which targets should I go after? Should I go after the ones with the snipers? Should I go after the ones that have submachine guns, machine guns, shotguns? Should I just carry a knife and go around knifing people so I'm faster, lighter, and carry like a secondary, like a magnum pistol or something? I don't know. Or carry an RPG and be a douchebag. Stuff like that. But yeah, it all depends. It all depends. Other things, once you get into your flow, don't stop. Don't pause the game. Well, you can't really pause, but you can't pause it unless you're doing story mode or campaign. But you can't really pause it, so don't stop. Even if you have to use the bathroom, finish the game first, and then take care of it. I know parents are gonna be like, "Oh man, this is like, what are you doing?" Like, no, that's terrible. Like, don't listen to this guy. I mean, but you're in the flow, man. You're in the flow. Finish the game. Finish the game. Just do it. Just finish the game. And then you're all good. But hold on one second. I will be right back after I take this quick break. Okay, so I have returned. I'm sorry. I do take a little break for some water. I'm a little bit better now. But back to what I was saying. So Call of Duty, another tip is always be a good sport. Don't ever go for, cheat. You're all cheats. You all suck. No, don't assume everybody's hacking just because they're better than you. It's okay for them to be better to you. Because, I mean, simply my reason is, the reason I'm not the best is because I have school. I have other things to do, like life. And plus it's just a game. Okay, it's a game. I'm gonna treat it like a game because it's exactly what it is. I'm not getting paid. Nobody's paying me. Nobody's threatening my life. If you don't win this game, I'll kill you. So it's I can relax, and it's meant there. It's there for my pleasure. It's not there for me to be super competitive and just be It's not there for me to be all stressed out about it. Oh man, this is my life. This is all I want to do. And it's funny to see little kids get all angry and start calling you stuff like the N-word. I'm like, really? You little kids don't even know where that word came from, what the origin of that word comes from. So I mean, these little kids, I'm like, you guys are so stupid. Stop it. Go do something else, like play Minecraft or something if you're gonna act like that, because they don't know how to take a loss. It is, what the heck? Oh, a person invited me to play Gmod. I'll play that later. But yeah, always be a good sport. Don't be a jerk. Always be nice. And I probably should turn the TV down in the background because that's probably gonna annoy you guys a little bit. So okay, there we go. But yeah, I always have a good game. Not that I always finish positive or anything. And for some of you who don't play Call of Duty, finishing positive means finishing with more kills and deaths. That's all that means. That's it. But yeah, I always have fun. I always try to have fun. There are some games I take a little bit more serious just for competition wise. If it's search and destroy or search and rescue, I try to take those a little bit more serious because I don't have unlimited amount of times I can die. It's once, and then hopefully somebody gets my tags and picks them up so I can respawn, or I just I'm out for the round. So it's whatever. And also, don't get any crazy ideas about getting an actual gun and trying any of this stuff, because you only have one life to live. There's no respawning. There's one life, and that's it. Okay? So, kids, don't do anything stupid. On to the next thing. I forgot what the heck it was. Oh, man. Oh, wow, sorry about that. That was kind of loud on my, loud in Audacity. Did I talk about tips of being good? Oh yeah, no. Sub4SUB. Sub4SUB. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea. It's bad. It's bad. It's no good for you. It's no good for me. It's no good for anybody, anywhere. And I want to tell you why. Because when I was still new with this YouTube thing, there's a few people who contacted me about doing Sub4SUB. Even in a professional way, some were just oh, hey, you sub to me, I sub to you. Some are really professional about it. Oh, we know some pretty good partners, for YouTube and stuff like that. So, you sub to us, we won't unsub you if you stay sub to us, And I'm that's Sub4SUB. That's Sub4SUB. I'm not looking for Sub4SUB, because you're not active on my channel and I'm not active on yours. So what's the purpose of doing that? just for subscribers. Like, just subscribers doesn't do anything. You have to have committed viewers who watch your videos every time you post them, and you have to have people, because true subscribers are the ones that promote your videos. They promote your videos, even random bypassers who just happen to watch a video from like just recommended under the recommended videos, like then yeah, that's good too. That's really good. You want that. But there is no reason for you to do sub4sub because that's not good for you. It's not good for your channel. That's not good for anybody who is involved with your channel, because that just means, hey, you didn't earn your subs. You just asked people, and that's it. Nobody gains anything out of it. Because if you want to earn money on YouTube, you don't have to have like 1 million subs or anything like that. You can earn money anytime you want to, as long as you have a video out and you have your video monetized. You're fine. You got it. You're good. You're good to go. So it's just like, hey, don't do sub4sub because it's really stupid. Really stupid. It's a bad decision, and you should never do it. It's really, really, really bad. I can't really stress enough how bad it is, guys. Don't do it. Trust me, all you young YouTubers, don't do it. Please don't do it. It's bad for you. It's like smoking as a baby. It's bad. It can't kill you, but it'll kill your channel, I can tell you that. I used to do it. I had to stop doing it because it was just really bad for me. And it's like, oh, it's not progressing the channel in any way. So yeah. So if I can get this request away, I don't want to join your death run. Sorry, I'm getting requests for Gmod right now when I'm recording a radio show. So yeah, there's that. There's all of that. That's all that there is to that. Same thing goes for like and comment for comment. It's no good. And the most effective tip, I must say, is when you're in your videos, always be enthusiastic. Never be like kind of down unless it's one of those serious videos, but always kind of be enthusiastic about what you're doing. Sometimes you can over exaggerate a little bit. It's always good to have a positive attitude when you're going into this. Never go in angry unless it's a rant video and you're a rant channel. If you are a Let's Player, don't do rants unless you're known for that, but don't do that. And I mean known for it, like, as in a good way, as in, like, this is what your channel is about, and we actually appreciate your rants. But don't ever really just go off on a rant for no reason, or randomly. Also, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is that I put out a video talking about, I put out a podcast, actually, about YouTube drama, and I kind of sort of called out Grade A Under A, because he kind of went overboard with it. Like, he said his stuff. He had some good points. I must admit, he had some good points, but then he went to just straight up insulting the YouTubers that he had addressed in the videos, and that's kind of like low down and like, hey, really? That's what you're doing now? Like, dude, come on. Grow up a little bit. Grow up. There's no need to insult them. Just tell them, like, hey, like, guys, like, you're doing this wrong. Like, try not to do that, you know? It's not good. Because it's terrible. Because people need to hear the truth. It's the truth needs to be heard sometimes. But when you go straight up after them and just start insulting like them and who they are, like, because one of them was Markiplier, and he's kind of making fun of him because he called himself Marky Moo. Like, he's been doing that for years. Because the way Grade A addressed it was like as if Mark had just started doing that. Like, no, he's been doing that ever since he started YouTube. Like, it's been a thing that he's been doing for like forever on his channel. So it is what it is. Like, Markiplier fans, we don't like really think about it like, oh, that's weird. We just go with it, you know? Because it's funny, it's cool, but hey, it is what it is. Now I don't know what is up with him and Mr. Centuro. Because one time Grade A defended him, and then he came back and then just dissed him straight up, or just dissed him straight out, and that's terrible. Like, why even try then? Why would you even dare defend him in the first place? Because whatever's going on with them, they need to get it solved. They need to patch up things with each other because, geez, they seem to be like bitter enemies. Well, at least Grade A seems to be like bitter with him. He isn't. Santuro doesn't seem to be like really like outraged, like, oh man, because he's lost a lot of subs just thanks to Grade A, and I kind of feel bad for him. But I don't know what his opinions are. Marco's the only one who I know. Who I know for a fact. You know, I know his opinions on stuff. Only because I'm like more on his channel, because I don't watch. Because the third one was PewDiePie. I don't watch PewDiePie's channel. I'm not a fan of PewDiePie. Nor will I probably ever be. But that's just me. I'm not a fan of Santuro's channel because I just don't know who he is. Don't really care too much for him. I've seen like a couple of his videos. I'm just like, not interesting. I think I saw one PewDiePie video, and that was for like 10 seconds, and I was like, nope, don't care. Because I watched Jacksepticeye, and that's enough yelling and screaming for me for a few days. I mean, that's enough. I don't really need more than that. But, yeah. So, that will probably do it for me here in the studio today. I got some other things to do and other things to record today as well. Before this house gets busy and with people and stuff like that. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your days to listen to this. I know this was kind of short, but I do have other things to do. Hopefully my mic sounds a little bit better because I got a cover for it. So you don't have to hear like too much static anymore. I don't know if it'll still be there because if it is, it's my computer then, and I have to get that fixed then. But my throat is killing me because I can't talk in like a deep voice. I talk really high like this for my voice not to hurt, but I can't help it because my voice is what it is. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for future radio show topics, don't be afraid to suggest. I will take all. You can message me, contact me through my email at mrgoof02 mrgoof02@gmail.com, or you can get to me on Twitter at mrgoof02, or you can get me on Facebook at Goof Norton. So there you go. There's those, and don't be afraid to tell me about or ask me about hey, would you play this game or can you play this game or this game, whatever, or can you talk about this? I don't care. Tell me. I will consider your idea. Most likely take it because most of the times I don't know what to do. So you guys are kind of the source of that. You guys are the reasons why I even still do this. So yeah. So thanks again, guys, for listening. Because I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it because I put effort into some of these videos. Some I don't put much effort into, and they kind of get what they deserve. Low views. It's because I've been busy. I haven't had time to actually fully get down and edit a video like I want to, because I want to be able to do that. Probably in the future, far future, probably I'll get an editor, and I can take my time on certain videos that I want to, and then the others I can just hey, this is just a short video for them. I don't need to edit that much, and I can just put it out. So hopefully my internet will be a little bit faster, so I can upload videos now a lot more frequently for you guys, because I haven't been able to do that just because of the Wi-Fi. Because I have videos already good to go, but internet's slow, so I can't really upload them. But again, thanks guys for listening. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.